Mobile Legends. I mean,
exactly.
I don't know. There were so many people hooked onto it. I knew I kind of got left behind. The whole esports thing came about, but I didn't know how left behind I was until that segment.
Right, and we are also, I think, bidding for to be one of the e-games hosts for next year. So hopefully, you know, seeing this league happening here, it will encourage, you know, Malaysia to be like the home of e-sports games. So that's actually a very, very big ambition for Malaysia to have, personally, what I feel.
Absolutely.
Is that ambition kind of like good or bad? Yeah.
Nice how she segued into our next topic, which is all about ambition versus contentment, where you draw the line. So we're not going to be the only two talking about this. I know you have this struggle in your life. You're trying to figure out whether or not you should be overly ambitious or you should just chill and, you know, kind of be happy with what you have. So where do we draw the line, and what kind of ingredients go into that thought process? So we have someone to take us through that.
Exactly. We have Murshida Syed. Yay!
Yay! Welcome back.
Yes, thank you for having me again. Awesome to be back. So yeah, our question is as simple as that. Where do we draw the line in terms of like being ambitious?
Yeah, being ambitious versus contentment.
Right.
You know, when I got this topic, ambition versus contentment, I don't see them as two separate issues. They're very much intertwined, and both are just as important for a person's mental health, basically. Number one, ambition is something, the state of being ambitious is to desire something bigger and better for your, from your current self now. You have a target, you aim to go somewhere, you want to achieve something. That is being ambitious and having an ambition. Contentment is that state of mind where the person feels at peace and full of gratitude. Like, I have achieved something, I am very content because I'm at this particular state in my life. So both are important because ambition directs the person towards hope. When you have a goal, when you have a desire for something, you are at a state of mind where there is hope for something better. And you know, human beings, naturally, they live for hope. What makes a person want to live again next day, you know, survive, whether the life is so challenging, is that sense of hope. And ambition actually is, you know, drives hope within the person. So I'd say it's really good for both, actually.
I was watching David Letterman's new show, the one where he has his next guest.
Oh, yeah.
And the very first episode was him with Obama.
Correct.
Wow.
And it was interesting to see Obama pick apart his entire life. And you could see him go through the whole ambitious stage of his life. And then at this stage, where he's already left the presidency, you can actually feel his contentment.
Yeah.
Is that the same with everybody else? I mean, do we have to go through that, pursue our ambitions to its ultimate end, whatever that may be, and then only we can achieve contentment?
You see, I believe like President Obama, he was very conscious of the whole process of ambition and contentment. He drives. Once he reaches a certain place and he knows he has to reach his target, he is at that state of contentment and happiness and being at peace. What is unhealthy for people is when both sides is really, you know, they're not in the right state of mind on both sides. Okay, for example, a person who's driven, good, ambitious, good, but when they drive that ambition with hate, revenge, being not happy at every level, they're not content. Once they reach something, oh, I want more, I don't care how I get it, I'm going to trample on people just so that I can get it. That is a negative state of mindset, as well as, well, it's actually not good at all for everyone when a person is driven by anger. And that's why I advocate the message of love and respect, right? With love and respect, you drive your hope and your goal towards something that is going to benefit yourself and your family. And a lot of times people, you know, overly ambitious, where it's in a negative state where they drive themselves, they want to achieve something, they break relationships, their family has problems, issues, because they did not pay attention to them. Yeah, so and a lot of even sometimes money is lost because of that, you know. And also contentment can also be negative when it is at a state of tak apalah, you know, it's okay lah. As long as cukup makan, you know, I'm happy, I'm very grateful. Apa lagi nak? You know, what else do I want? I don't need anything else. And you know, their neighbors are starving. People around them in the communities are not having enough, and okay lah, you have enough food and all that, your family is fine, but you're not reaching out to help others or creating specific changes because you are content. But that contentment is a different form of contentment where it's like you're just not being non-productive. You're not being of value to the world.
Right. So in that interview, I just go back to that a little bit and add on to that, because he credits his wife heavily throughout the entire interview. And he loves Michelle. Who doesn't love Michelle?
I love Michelle.
Yes, exactly. We all love Michelle Obama.
So he credits her as being this anchor for him.
Oh, awesome.
Do we need that? I mean, as human beings, I suppose we all do to a certain extent. We need someone else to kind of bounce ideas of, keep us in check and keep us grounded so as to not float off into,
like, hold on.
So do we all need that, or can we do it ourselves?
Okay, you can do it yourself, but it's not going to be the best self, right? I always believe, even if you want to go somewhere, you want to grow, you want to reach a certain goal, get yourself a coach or a mentor. Get yourself
a Michelle.
Get yourself a Michelle Obama, but okay, may not be her, he has her. Who do you have in your life? For example, if, say, you want to lose weight, very simple example, what kind of support do you need? Who will be supporting you? You want someone like a nutritionist or a fitness instructor to help you get to your certain goal. You don't get somebody who's like giving all sorts of advice and they themselves don't work out, they themselves like overweight, So you got to choose your anchor as well, and also knowing your why. Your why is like, why do you do what you do? Why are you so driven to reach a certain goal? Is because of something bigger than yourself, right? So that, I believe, he had the anchor as well as the why. He had his why. So get that in your life. If you don't, go search, we have Google.
So that's what I was going to say. Like, what if there are some of us who don't have that anchor, but we know why? It's just because after working, at the end of the day, we'll tire ourselves out, right? How do we stay motivated to be ambitious and then at the end of it, kind of like President Obama, find contentment at the end?
So the people that you surround yourselves with are very important. So I always advocate getting the right people in your circle, your inner circle, besides your family. When it comes to certain goals that you want to achieve, who are the people who will support you? You don't want naysayers, or you want to achieve something and they say you cannot do and all that. These are not the right people in your circle for that particular goal, right? So get the right people, like a mastermind group or a community that supports this cause. And this is people that you share with because they have gone through that path, and they can also share resources and also advice, good advice to get you to where you want to go. And when at every level that you achieve in your ambition, once you hit a certain target, what I recommend is, of course, be grateful. Thank the people who have brought you there. Be content. Be grateful to God, especially for He brought you, He parted the way there. And also be at peace. That is where you have gratitude and you rework, okay, I have achieved this, what else do I want in terms of elevating my spiritual self, how elevating my purpose in life, and why are we advocating these two messages? Being ambitious is so that you can do what you are meant to do on earth, and being content is being at peace with the work that you do. So that's both ways. It works both ways for both.
Is there any truth to this? Men are more ambitious naturally as compared to women. I mean, I'm just going to put this out there and let it all go organically.
I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so.
Okay.
But let's
discuss.
It's okay. I believe all this is all part of social programming, programming from young. I mean, I grew up being conditioned to be ambitious, to be better than myself. So I'm a woman, and I've seen men also who are like not moving forward because, they're like, so I can't say it's a gender issue, but I say it is a programming, a social programming and a upbringing, an environment issue. So if, like, say, you are surrounded by people who are high achievers and they want to achieve more. And of course, they celebrate at every level they go to, where they feel content and they are very grateful. You will be that kind of environment. But if you are not, but sometimes people are not happy where they are in their environment. That is where they strive to do better. So I also encourage them, go and reach for whatever you desire in life, and your purpose in life, and what makes you feel good. Ambition should make you feel good. It should drive you, wake you up in the morning and get you excited and not stressed out. Once there's stress and unhappiness and resentment, hold back. Just be grateful, content for whatever you have right now, and refocus. Your why must be in the right, the reason. Your why must be the one backing you up, and that's where you move forward in a very positive way.
Okay, so what happens when we say, why are we here, and why am I still doing this when I'm not content, when I'm not happy? So where do you reach sort of like the middle point in knowing when to quit and when to continue?
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, I work hard. I know I work hard. I go about this so and so, but like you said, it's very important to have a very good supporting environment. But what if, like, when that factors in to why am I not being happy? Should I just quit and find a new why?
Why you started the goal and the desire in the first place is because of your why. But when all the challenges come in, it's so easy to decide, it's just not worth it. What you need to do is just chill, right? Don't lose hope of the ambition or the direction. Just take a break for a short while. Reset your mind, reset your intention, rewrite your purpose, remind yourself, start journaling, start praying, start meditating more, and then go move forward. Because when you start to know your why, your purpose, that should be the one driving you. If not, then recheck.
So when you asked that question, I hope you weren't talking about hosting, because we need you. You're kicking ass, so we need you.
Let me just say no.
You're banned from going anywhere.
No, I'm good here. But just like, because sometimes being ambitious for me is, especially being a woman in this industry or any industry, is that we push and push and push, but sometimes I think to be satisfied, we need to be satisfied with ourselves first. So what advice can you tell our audience who is pushing but may just not be where they want to be at a certain point or a certain time in their lives, or in their career?
Yeah, because everything is a process. Life is a process. Remember, when it comes to love and respect, you got to love and respect yourself first before you can love and respect others. So take care of yourself. Self-care is really important. Make sure that when you feel tired, rest. You're hungry, eat. You need to go to the toilet, go. Don't do something that is against your own well-being, right? Take care of yourself. Understand that because you are worthy and you are meant to serve and add value to a lot of people, and that's why you need to take care of you, right? So some things about women, sometimes they do things for a lot of people and they don't take care of themselves. They take care of themselves last. Take care of yourself first, so you can help and be of value to a lot more people. Go for that massage, go for that manicure, pedicure, or whatever it is, the fine dining. Take care of yourself first, make yourself feel good. Be grateful at every level in your life that you have. Surround yourself with your family, your loved ones, and that's your purpose. That's what you're meant to be, right? And I just like to add something, because I remembered I have a business mentor. When you said like what you surround, I surround myself with really good coaches in my business. So one of my business mentor reminded me, because I said, I have met people saying like, I don't need to do this in my business because I'm very grateful for whatever I have already. And he said, those people are really selfish.
Wow.
He used the word selfish. Then I'm like, wow, selfish? Yes, because just by being grateful for yourself, you are not adding value to others. And I'm like, that is exactly the perspective that I wanted to hear. Because you have a lot of value, you can do more things, you can impact more people, and at the same time, while you do that, you are adding value to yourself and your family. And of course, the first people you take care of is your family members. Give them the love, give them the attention, give them the food. But if your neighbors or your surrounding, your communities are suffering and they have challenges, and you have the resources and you just say, oh no, I'm very grateful with whatever I have, you're not adding value. You're not giving. You're not helping. You have knowledge, and that's what you're supposed to be doing. So let's not all be selfish. Let's live life with love and respect, spread love and respect, and that's why we can be ambitious and being content at the same time.
Awesome.
Right.
I love that thought.
Exactly. You know what?
That's a great thought.
And speaking of adding value and all that, thank you so much. I feel like I don't know. I feel like there's a rebirth of energy right here. I feel like, especially during Ramadan.
Broader.
I know where to think now and where to put my whys and all that. Now, speaking of like adding value and adding. Not being selfish, I would say. Yeah. Next up, we actually have Kak Yan.
Yes, so Ramadan is around the corner, but just after that will be Shawwal, and you're going to be redecorating and you're figuring out where to put the flowers.
Exactly.
Flowers is a big part of the house, you know, it makes it a little bit more friendlier, warm, welcoming. So we went out and did this for you guys. Take a look.